Good morning, dear students. Welcome once again. This time we are going to start with civics, chapter number 3 for class 8. Why do we need a parliament? In this chapter, we are going to read about the functions of parliament. What does a parliament do? And what are the roles and responsibilities parliament has provided to MPs, that is members of parliament? Because parliament is a building, it can't do anything, but it assigns several responsibilities, it assigns several functions to its members. Let's try to understand what this chapter states. First, coming on to the keywords or the glossary part, the first term is approval. To give one's consent, that is the key. Consent, approval. Approval means consent. To give consent, to give one's consent. Consent means authority, permission. Okay? Yes. So to give one's consent to and be favorable towards something is called approval. Right? So to give the consent and be favorable towards something, favor something. Suppose if a rule has been made, I'll put an authorization signature over that. That means okay, my approval is over there. Okay? To be favorable towards something, to favor something. Okay? To be in favor with something or somebody. Okay? That is the meaning of approval. To give consent to give one's consent to and favorable towards something is approval. If you write only to give one's consent, that is also correct. To give one's consent to. That makes a complete sense, doesn't matter. Approval means to give the consent. Okay? Permission, authority. Right? Yes. Now, coalition. You might have remembered coalition government. When some party does not prove the majority, okay, then group of parties combine together. They come in groups, they come in alliance. Alliance means grouping together. Okay, so they come in alliance, they form a single group by making combination of different party. That is coalition. A temporary alliance means grouping. Okay, a temporary alliance of groups or parties. If there is a group or if there is a party and it is a group of different parties or it is a group of different section, that is known as coalition. That means a temporary alliance grouping of groups or parties. Clear? Yes? So coalition means a temporary alliance of groups or parties. Now unresolved, not resolved. There is no proper solution, moreover very difficult to solve. You are solving mathematics, so if you can't able to solve it, you say it is unresolved, very difficult to solve, or there is no solution to it. Okay, that is unresolved. That means situation, the condition in which there are no easy solutions to problems. Easy solutions are not there for the problems is the meaning of unresolved. No easy solution to problems are unresolved. Okay, situation in which there is no easy solution to problem. Okay, very clear, very simple definitions these are. Unresolved, coalition and approval. Clear? Yes? Now coming on to the next part, we begin our chapter. The chapter begins with a question: why should people decide? Why should people decide? We have democratic form of government. We choose our representative so that they can make the decision. But it's we, because of whose unit that members are selected, and then those members are making the decision. That means it's our decision, right? So why should we decide? Why should common people decide? The answer to this question lies over here. We were earlier in the British colonial period, or we were under the Britishers. During that time, Britishers can't ask people. They make their decision on their own. Because of which several mistakes, error has happened. People were not happy at all in their society. That's why there was a struggle for freedom, and we got our independence. So, after a long struggle, after a long fight, India got its independence. Isn't it? India got its independence after a long struggle. Under British rule, when they were under British rule, people lived in fear. That means they lived in fear. Common people lived under fear and did not agree with many of the decisions that Britishers took. Yes, it is true. People were not happy. Okay. Moreover, they lived in fear. They did not agree with many of the decisions that Britishers took, that the Britishers have taken. They were not happy with that. The dreams and aspirations of freedom struggle were made concrete, were made solid in Constitution of Independent India that laid down the principle of universal adult franchise. Okay, that means after a long struggle we have taken our independence. Now the freedom fighters have got the idea that if we are not going to ask the common people, if they are not a part of making a decision, then obviously there will be a problem. People were not happy in that society, and if people were not happy in the society, that means if people are not happy, why to govern? Why to rule over a people if you don't provide happiness to them? That's why, to make the dream and aspiration of those freedom strugglers become true, in order to solidify their thoughts, their ideas, okay, in order to solidify their thoughts, their ideas, it is very important that the people should become happy. And when they will become happy? Only when their decision is also taken in major issues. Right? Yes. So, in order, the Constitution of Independent India were made concrete by this principle of universal adult franchise. You have also learnt in standard 7 what is universal adult franchise. It means people of 18 years and above 18 years have the right to cast their vote. Right? All adult citizens of country have the right to vote. Because so that the dreams and aspirations of our freedom strugglers become fulfilled, they made the rule of universal adult franchise, so that every common people's decision should also come to us by means of elected representatives, by means of the representative whom people have chosen, isn't it? So, people should decide, and people only decide, so that the people will remain happy in the society, and when they will be happy in the society, our country prosper, our country become progressive, right? Our country will progress, right? Yes. Now people and their representatives. People and their representative whom I have selected, whom I have elected. Okay? People and their representative. The decision of people that creates a democratic government, right? Democratic government is for the people, of the people and by the people. If somebody asks you what do you mean by democratic form of government? The government in which a common people, the people of a country, elects or selects their representative, and those representatives represent the common people in parliament or in legislative assembly or anywhere, right? Yes. So democratic form of government is a government for the people, of the people and by the people. Always remember these three things, right? So the decision of people that creates a democratic government and decides about its functioning. So it is the decision of common people, it is the decision of people that creates a democratic government, and it is the decision of the people that decide about the functioning of democratic government, right? Yes. Moreover, the parliament is made up of all representatives together, controls and guides the government. It is the parliament, okay, which is made up of representatives, okay, controls and guides the government. It controls the government, it guides the government, okay. Yes. Now the role of the parliament under this section, what we need to learn, what we need to gather, or what we need to learn is the country is divided into numerous constituencies. In standard 7 only you have learned constituency area, the particular area from where people represent people, from where people choose their elected representative. Those become member of legislative assembly, MLAs, remember? Yes. The area, every state is divided into different area, right? Every state is divided into different constituency, into different region, into different area. From different area we elect our MLAs, member of legislative assembly. Now these MLAs cast the vote and choose MPs, member of parliament. Okay, so the country is divided into numerous constituencies, different zones, different areas, and each of these each constituency elects one person to the parliament. Okay, state is divided into different constituency. So from every constituency one MLA is selected. Those MLAs together can select one representative who will become member of parliament, MP, right? So each constituency elects one person to the parliament. Okay, once selected, suppose if a member of parliament is elected, once selected, these candidates become members of parliament or MPs. Okay, these people only become MPs or member of parliament. Okay, the Lok Sabha is usually elected once every 5 years. You know, Lok Sabha, the lower house. Parliament consists of two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, right? So the Lok Sabha is usually elected once every 5 years. That means once the Lok Sabha is elected, it is for a duration of 5 years. Now, after formation the parliament needs to perform following functions. These are the functions which parliament perform. First function, to select the national government, the government at the central level. So it is the parliament that select the national government or the central government, right? Yes. Moreover, it control, guide and inform the government. In the previous page also we have learned, right? Here the parliament made up of all representatives together controls, guides the government, controls and guides the government. So from here also you can take up the function of parliament, right? Role means function, function means role. So to control, guide and inform the government. It is the parliament that control, guide and inform the government. How? We are going to read later on. Wait, okay? And the third function is law making. If some law is needed to be made from the parliament, it is needed to get passed, right? Then the final sign will be provided by the president, so that a bill can become a law. So it performs three functions: to select the national government, to control, guide and inform the government, and law making. Three major functions of parliament. Always remember, it makes the laws, it control, guide and inform the government, and it select the national government, it select the central government. Okay? Yes. Now, the parliament consists of what? The parliament is made up of what? The parliament consists of president, Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. Always remember, parliament is made up of what? Or what are the constituents of parliament? President, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. That means two houses of parliament and president is the composition of parliament. So parliament is made up of president, Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is lower house, powerful house. Rajya Sabha is upper house, less powerful house. Okay, you might have read in class 7 also. Now let's take a look at Lok Sabha. What happens in Lok Sabha? For a political party to form the government in Lok Sabha, they must have the majority of elected MPs. If you want to form a political party in the government, especially in Lok Sabha, if a political party, if a party wants to form the government in Lok Sabha, they have to prove their majority. How majority can be proved? Since there are 543 elected members in Lok Sabha, to have at least half the number, that is 272 members or more. Let's take it into this fashion. If a class has 50 students, now today either we will play the games or we will study. What to do? Whether to play the game or whether we will study. Raise up your hand who want to play the game. Hands got raised up. Now raise those students, raise up your hand who want to study. The hands got raised. I'll count the number of hands for each category. The number of hands in which there will be the decision for which number of hands will be more, they are majority, isn't it? So if a class has 50 students, more than half, that means 26 students, half is 25 or 50, so more than half, that means 26 students are required. That means if 26 hand minimum get raised for the studies, I'll do the study over there. Or if 26 or more students raise up their hand for the playing of games, I'll make them to play the game, right? So more than half the number is a majority. If in a school 10 teachers are there, then that means half of it is 5. So more than half the majority, 6. So if 6 teachers are telling somebody, we are going to listen to them because they are in majority, isn't it? Yes. So for a political party to form the government in Lok Sabha, they must have a majority of elected MPs. How they can prove their majority? There are 543 elected members in Lok Sabha. Moreover, 2 are nominated. Nominated means they are directly, without fighting any election, they can directly become the MP by the consent of president, or president elect the 2 members. Okay, so more than half, 543, okay, plus 2, 545. Out of 540 members, half of 545 is somewhat 272. That means at least half the member, more than half the member, 272 members or more should be in favor of something, should have some decision, or they will be in favor of something. Then they can prove their majority and that party will be formed. Okay, so for a political party to form the government in Lok Sabha, more than half the majority should be there. Okay, suppose if the members of Lok Sabha are 545, then 545 divided by 2 plus 1 member should be there at least, so that they can form a party, they can give their decision, they can make a law, they can make a bill, something like that. Okay, yes. If any single party can't get majority or clear majority, now if the party cannot get a single party, if one party does not get the majority, then what happens? Then different political parties join together to form the government. Then this is known as coalition government. In Hindi, Mili Juli Sarkar, right? Coalition government. One party does not prove its majority. Now what to do? Different parties combine together. Okay? And they run jointly. That is coalition government. Okay? Yes. So if single party can't clear majority, then different political parties join together to form coalition government. Okay? And who is the head of ruling party in Lok Sabha? Ruling party, that means the party which has proved its majority. If there will be no majority, then coalition government is there. So who will be the head of either coalition government or that ruling party? Prime Minister. So right now Mr. Narendra Modi is the head of ruling party in Lok Sabha. Okay, it is the Prime Minister who is the head of ruling party in Lok Sabha. Question may be asked, who is the head of ruling party in Lok Sabha? Prime Minister. Okay, yes. Now after Lok Sabha, another house, Rajya Sabha. What happens in Rajya Sabha? The Rajya Sabha can also initiate, start the legislation. Initiate means to start. They can also start the legislation or bill, you can say. It is required to pass through it in order to become a law. What is the simple procedure I am telling you? If some law or rule is needed to be made, it should be passed from Rajya Sabha first, because it is lower, it is the upper house, less powerful house. So that law is being read, or that law somebody reads in the Rajya Sabha. If it get passed from Rajya Sabha, it comes to Lok Sabha, and when it is passed in Lok Sabha also with the majority, then it goes to the president for final consent, for final approval, and it becomes a law or a bill. Clear? Bill means nothing, law. Okay? So in order to make a bill, in order to make a law, it is required to pass through Rajya Sabha. So Rajya Sabha can initiate, can start the procedure, start the legislation. Okay? Rajya Sabha, majority get passed, then it comes to Lok Sabha. If from there it get passed, then it goes to the president for the approval, and when the president signs over it, it becomes a law or a bill. Clear? Yes. So the members of Rajya Sabha are elected by elected members of Legislative Assembly. Who elects the MP? Members of Rajya Sabha. Who elects members of Rajya Sabha? Your MLAs, member of Legislative Assemblies of various states. So the members of Rajya Sabha are elected by MLAs only. Okay. There are 233 elected members. Those who fight the election and who wins. Okay. Those 233 elected members. Okay. Plus 12 members are nominated by the president. Here, number of members in Rajya Sabha will be 233. Plus 12 makes up a total of 345, right? Yes, so 345 members are there in Rajya Sabha, of which 12 are nominated by president directly, given consent by the president. That means these 12 members need not to fight the election. They are already the members. They will be selected as member by the consent of president directly. 233 becomes the member of Rajya Sabha after contesting election, after getting passed through MLAs. That means if they will select these 233, then these 233 members will become member of Rajya Sabha only when these are passed, these are selected by MLAs, member of Legislative Assemblies. Clear? To control, guide and inform the government, the parliament while the parliament is in session begins with the question hour, starting zero period, zero session. You also look into the Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha sessions. Okay? Yes. So the parliament while in session begins with the question hour. Through this, MPs bring out the information about working of what? Working of government. Question will be asked, what the government is doing, how the government is doing, what they are doing relating to such and such issue, relating to such and such problem. Then they have to answer what the government is doing, right? And the opposition party always highlights, bring forward the drawbacks in the policies. Whatever the drawbacks are there in the policies, the opposition party highlights it and try to mobilize popular support for their own policies. Okay? So opposition party always try to mobilize the popular support from their policy. They always try to find out the drawbacks, the errors in the ruling party, obviously, right? So this is all about the chapter. Let's note down the homework. You have to define coalition and approval. Moreover, what is the role or function of a parliament? Note it down. Okay, next time we are going to meet again with this chapter only, with the question answers. Okay, so stay home, stay safe, have a nice day, have a wonderful day. Bye.